All right, let's continue talking about what an author can add when they're creating an activity using the Wall Layout app. We're down to our last challenge. This is called a layout challenge. And ultimately what it is we're challenging a student to either do a complete layout on the subfloor from the blueprint, or to maybe correct a problem that's on the floor, or to add in missing components or missing lines or finish laying out a floor. We'll demo just finishing a layout. So what we'll do, we'll come into here and let's add a new slide at the end. And we're gonna go ahead and pick our challenge to be layout. And we're just gonna start with layout A. Super simple, easy peasy. Yeah, let's do layout A. And to make this a fairly simple challenge, we could, as an author, I could decide how far along to set up the floor. I could do it just like this. And now the user is expected to chalk in all the lines. That's perfectly acceptable. It does take a little bit of time. It takes, I don't know, maybe we'll do a video on that after a bit. But instead of having the user chalk in all the lines, what I'm going to do is have the user finish a layout. So I'm going to select Blueprint A. I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the floor, apply that to the floor. Then I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to delete one of the lines. I'm going to delete this line. All right. Then I'm going to zoom back out and let's get a view, just kind of get it back to a nice view. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, tell the user, finish. What do you say? Chalking this blueprint on the sub floor. All right, so I've selected Blueprint A. I started out with the blueprint on the floor and then I deleted what I wanted to. Then I added some text in here to tell the user what to do, and I have my challenge set to layout. So let's go ahead and save that. And we'll go back to activity. Let's rename this to, rename slide to layout challenge 1. All right, let's submit that. And now I'm going to save the activity, and let's see what that looks like from the user's point of view. So here we go. I'm going to jump back a slide just so we can see what it looks like as we step through it. So this was the previous multiple choice question we asked, or the multiple choice, and we can say, oh, okay, here we go. Now, since we're in the slide now that is a challenge of the layout challenge. So you can see there's a submit button now. And what we've got over here, we've got a prompt. Finish chalking this blueprint onto the subfloor. So I'll look at this and I can look at that as a student and be like, oh, okay, I see it's 2x4 exterior walls, simple door. What are we missing? We got a rough opening. All right, I can see the rough openings there. It looks like we're just missing this, this chalked up wall over here. So let's do it lazy. Let's eyeball it. So I'm going to grab my chalk line. I'm going to come in here. We're going to put this side over there. We're going to put this side, I don't know, right around there. And just guess it. Let's snap that and we're going to submit it. And all right, so I submitted my review. We are in a review state now, and you can see we have a challenge review being shown right here. And I scored 3.8 stars out of 5. Not great. The scoring is based on, for every blueprint that we have, we know where every corner should be. And if you chalk out your floor really nicely, and you do it very accurately, your corners for all your chalk lines should end up all in the right spot. And that's how we score this thing. So what we can see is we've got 4 corners here that were already chalked out for us. So we get 5 stars on those because they were already done perfect. But back here in this corner, we didn't do a great job. You can see where we should have been. It was down in here a little bit more. And we got 0 stars for this corner because we didn't do it very carefully. And over here on this corner, we got pretty close. We got 3 out of 5 stars. And if we look at our target here, you can see we weren't very great. So let's try it again. So as a student, I can decide if I want to try it again or just continue on. I'm going to try it again. So let's come back into here now and let's do this better. So we're going to come into here. We're going to delete that line we chalked in. And let's use our tools and we'll do this nicely. So I'm going to zoom in right here. I'm going to grab a tape and we're going to pull off a tape measure We're going to add an all. We know these are 2x4 walls, so they need the lines need to be at 3.5 inches. So let's do this at 3.5 right there. We'll delete this tape measure. Let's come over to this side. Let's grab our tape measure tool and drag a tape off over here. Great. Now we got a tape measure. We don't need all that side because we can just cross the chalk line. So I'm going to grab my chalk line now, and let's snap that chalk line to this all. Great. And then over here, let's see. We just want to cross this tape measure. We just want to cross this tape measure at 3.5 inches. So we'll just drag it up a little this way, 9/16, 8/16, right there, 3.5. Great. I think we're dead on. Snap that, submit it. Hey, look at that. We got 5 stars out of 5. That's pretty good because we got these corners dead on where they need to be. So there's an example of using a layout challenge, a really simple one where we just deleted one thing. I think in the next video, what we'll do is we'll demonstrate what a full layout would look like and see what happens after that.